how to paint dramatic clouds in a quick and realistic way digitally. Today we'll look at my approach. It's very straightforward and beginner friendly. You will see the whole process from sketch to final rendering. So stay tuned till the end to see how the final image turned out. My name is Victor, I'm a concept artist, and I really hope you'll enjoy this video. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing, and let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is putting down a very simple color base for the sky. That's usually how I start all the paintings. I don't really like to have a white canvas in the beginning. Before we can start with the clouds, I wanted to define the ground a little bit, so a very simple sketch at first, and then I'm gonna use flat color to define the trees and the grass and everything else. Also guys, don't forget there is a link for a free brush pack in the description. You guys can download those, play with them, experiment, and use them in your images. Alright, so I'm continuing with the environment and I'm putting down some very rough brush strokes. Basically for each plane I'm using one stroke with a flat color, and the type of image I was planning to have is a sunset type of environment with a strong warm light coming from the right side. So as you can see here, I'm indicating the form now and pointing out to the viewer that the sun is shining from the right. Okay, so when it comes to tackling a subject matter like clouds, you want to have the same principles applied as if you would do any environment or character art, anything else. You want to have a meaningful relation between shapes, between values, colors, and all those aspects. Okay, so for me personally, I like to start with the shape. I'm experimenting, adjusting the shape until I get some interesting proportion going on. It's very simple. Once you have that, it's very simple to go on with defining the form. So once I have something I like, I take some darker values and I'm trying to define the form. And you can notice also that I like to introduce color variation here and there. So you can see here that I'm taking some colder darks and mixing them with warmer ones as well, trying to get something interesting going on, something more appealing. Okay, I think it's time to introduce some light. I wanted to have this dramatic look, so that's why I picked this really bright orange that I'm placing all over the clouds where I think the sun will shine through. And don't worry, you can be really rough at first, because most likely you will use the smudge tool later on, and you will get that wispy, soft look that all the clouds are having. But I guess a better way would be for you to vary your approach, because sometimes I'm finding myself using one type of brush, let's say a hard edge brush, for longer periods of time, and then with the help of the smudge tool I'm getting that contrast happening between the soft edge and hard edge. Alright, since we're talking about the smudge tool, you can see me using it right now, trying to blend those values, some of those colors, and getting that soft look. I'm still working around the forms. I also added some bounce light on the bottom. I think it's maybe the light that bounces off from the ground into the lower part of the clouds. And I really like this reddish color I introduced in order to add a little bit more variation. Alright, so here you can see me adding some highlights for the clouds. Basically these little spots that I want them to be like really bright, really freshen up the image and create some dramatic effect basically. I wouldn't overdo it too much. You should probably always try to find a balance in your composition between these sort of accents. Right now I'm focusing on the ground, trying to define that building and the trees around it, also looking a little bit closer at the foreground as well. Alright, now I keep adding details to the clouds and trying to push those values a little bit more. A few more details and we can call it done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Please consider subscribing and sharing for more videos like this. It helps me a lot. Also, ask any questions about the process in the comments. Thanks again for joining in, and I hope to see you in the next video, coming soon.